Well, I don't necessarily think that I have much thoughts in regards to whether it's right, wrong, or socially acceptable or not. That's really not what this is about. When you think about love, the first thing that should come to mind is the fact that it should be unconditional. And if it's unconditional, that means no matter what energy you stand in, you're always going to be able to give and receive love. My thought process about this is when it comes to masculine and feminine love, the whole idea behind what a masculine should do or a feminine should do is based off of social normalities. And if that's the case, then that means without the social construct, we really don't know how a masculine love would be presented, and we don't know how a feminine love would be presented. Now, this works perfectly with um, the notion of what society tells us masculine and feminine are. But if we take the gender out of it, you sometimes have masculine women and you sometimes have feminine men. One thing that I've come to realize that there's always someone in the relationship that carries the feminine energy and there's always another that carries the masculine energy. Now, this is something that has to happen in order for people to blend together in balance or peacefully. And now, when I say peacefully, I don't mean perfectly, but I mean for there to be some type of balance in between the two. It's like the yin and yang. In my book, we have we have two chapters literally labeled masculine love and feminine love. These chapters go on to speak about pretty much what society deems as masculine love and what society deems as feminine love. And really and truly, the thing that separates the two is the type of love that is given by that individual. So here you have the feminine love, which is more of a nurturing type of love, and then you have the masculine love, which is more of the protecting type of love. And what is something that we learned is as we cross over into this new generation, it's very different. So for me to make a comment about love and sassy men and manly women would be to say I was nitpicking. It doesn't really show a concern, a hindrance, or a block when it comes to the essence that they bring to the relationship. These energies coexist no matter what is placed on the table. It's just a matter of finding out what energy resonates more with you as an individual. So, in regards to what I see happening a lot is there's always going to be a shift of blame between both masculine and feminine. If you resonate in your masculine or your feminine, you may find it more difficult to step out of your comfort zone to raise your levels up in the opposite energy. And that's absolutely fine. That's normal. That comes with practice. There are going to be certain ways that you're going to express yourself. There's going to be certain ways that you're going to intend to experience or will tend to want to experience love in certain ways. And you'll understand that that's your experience. That's what makes you you. As far as you know, you just have an understanding of what it is that you have experienced and how you react to what you experience. So, since that's the case, you always want to remember that masculine and feminine is interchangeable based on the person that you're dealing with. That would mean that there is no set rules that one individual would have to follow in order to get or keep a mate. Half the time, when we get into these relationships, we realize within ourselves that the whole reason why it's not successful is because not only did your partner fall short, but I fell short. You have to do something of significance to shift gears when something has changed dramatically and quickly in your life. And this would include ending of serious relationships. My thought process on sassy men and manly women. I don't think personally that that affects love. In my research, like I said, I have come to understand that regardless of how the relationship works, more than often than not, there is going to be roles that are interchanged where the feminine and masculine energy shifts. And when they finally meet at an intersection, the dominant masculine will be and guaranteed to show masculinity, and the dominant feminine will be and will definitely show the dominant trait of feminine love. Pick up my book, take a good read with you and your partner, and see who plays more the masculine role and see who plays more the feminine role, and then give yourself topics of certain issues that arise in the relationship to see in that scenario who would be the one to be more masculine in this scenario and who would be the one to be more feminine in this scenario. This is something that's very, very simple to do. So we have a tendency when we're in our feminine energy to be able to look past something because we know we can create something better or create something different. It's just a matter of changing your mind. And being in your masculine energy for me would be the one that's adamant about doing it the correct way, supposed to be presented in the first place. And the reason why I say that's the masculine energy is because it's very straightforward thinking. Masculine energy is someone that's going to say what exactly they need to have happen, because at the end of the day, there is a series of events that are counting on the first step being done correctly, the first step being done appropriately. This is someone in their masculine energy, paying attention to all of the directions that things can go and deciding exactly what it is, the steps that they want to take to move in that direction. That's why I say it is interchangeable depending on the scenario, and then there's an overall scope of things. So that's something that you should really pay attention to when you want to really understand the experiences of love. And don't get caught up on sprinkle, sprinkle, and drizzle, drizzle, because all of that is just gimmicks and games that people play to build connections. And you're not knocking these things at all, because everybody needs to build connections. And sometimes, we resort to lower tactics to receive the connections that we are looking for. So, like they say, all is fair in love and war. So at the end of the day, see beyond the masculine role, see beyond the feminine role in regards to male and female, and have a full understanding of things, and see exactly where you stand and how you express love and how you experience love for yourself. So thanks for joining me for another night. Bedtime with Bonnet, Buggy, and good night.